We are live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Stock Pivot Pre-Market Analysis. Let's deep dive straight into the key market insights. So here we'll start with the S&P 500 assessment, and then we look forward. So this was the previous low point we were looking at, which market has taken down successfully. So market is trying to find the bottom right in this area. If you also look at the demand and supply area. So if we see the repetition of this pattern right here. So we are almost at the bottom. If you look at the market has dropped over 17%. This was very well expected. Since 26th of December, we traded the market will go through a 16% correction from February to April. And today the market has dropped 17.25%. So it's exactly doing what we calculated back in December. So this correction, although the market has crashed, we'll call it a mini crash, not the correction, because correction only happens up to the 10%. After that, it's a mini crash. It's not a market crash like 2008 or something. It's a mini crash because we are in wave 4 on S&P 500 on a daily chart, and there will be a recovery. Within, most likely, my calculation says within next 72 hours, the market will find the bottom. And we will see at wave 1 in this area coming to this point in 570 area, and then take the Fibonacci retracement back 52.68% and continue the wave 3. So I'm looking for the market to find the bottom in this week, maybe next 2 to 3 days. Market will find the bottom. We'll see a little bit of bounce here. The current downtrend, yes, it's supposed to happen, because as market always does, take the money from the impatient and give it to the patient one. So what should be the strategy right here? If you're holding any position, do not cut it at loss. Hold your position. Instead, if you have a margin call, or if you need some weekly income or anything, sell the call. Sell the OTM call, naked call. Market is not going to shoot up at this point because there is a lot of negativity around. Unless there is an interest cut in the month of May, which we are anticipating, there will be 0.25% interest cut in May. There could be possibly higher because of the market situation, but there will be an interest rate cut and the market will start the elite wave 3. So we are following the pattern of 5-3-5-3-5. So this was the wave 3 in 5 pattern, and we are looking for A, B, and C. If you look at similar pattern right here, A, B, and C, this is just the larger version of this, means expanding supply. This was right here. We had a supply from this point to this point, and now we have the expanding, the larger version of this. So what will happen? The market will try to find the bottom and continue the upward momentum. Yes, there is a lot of negativity around the trade, negotiation, tariff, and everything. But always remember this thing. All the crash are short-lived. They do not last. There is a difference between the bear market and the stock market crash. Stock market crash only lasts for a few weeks. Bear market lasts for few months, like it may last for years, 1 year, 2 years, but stock market crash doesn't last for months. Market crash happens like within few weeks. Market drops 15-20% and then have a recovery, which is also known as the recovery and relief rally. The market will bounce back, but we will not start the bull rally unless market comes back to this point, 571, this area right here, where the price spinning candle we see 570 area, 572. The market will come back to this area and retest again, because there is a 200 EMA following this price. So market will come back anywhere from 570 to 581 area. Market will come back to this area, but it will not continue, because it will have an inducement area here for the bull trap and again pull back, which is the 50% of the Fibonacci of the total run the market will give us. Okay, so any position you are holding, hold your position. If you have a margin call, sell the covered call. If you are looking for opening a new position, sell the put for September and January. Do not buy the stock, no matter which stock you are interested in. Okay, so we are having this point. This was the key reference point for us, and the market is just right under, is right here. So 494 right here. Market must hold this point. It's a necessary for everybody to hold this point. If the market doesn't hold this, then there will be a serious trouble further down right here. But most likely, I'm anticipating the market would hold, because this was the total bull run and the market has taken this successfully. which is also known as the block order right at this point and stop loss in this area. So most likely market has done its work exactly as it behaves. So let's move to Tesla. We are holding a position in Tesla, and we'll continue holding. Today, what we are looking at, we're closing our covered call for profit. We'll also be booking profit on the puts, and as well as we have a lot of spread on the TSLL. What we'll be doing, we'll be closing the second leg, the short position on the TSLL. So we'll be booking the profit and holding the long position right here, because I'm looking at 217.2, and then the market will continue. Tesla is bullish. Tesla is not bearish. Make sure all this negativity around in the market, whatever you see, there is a difference between the companies that you are looking at. So let's take the example of Rivian along with the Tesla. Both are electric company, both are US based company. If I need to go and buy one stock, I will go for Tesla at this point, despite all the negativity, and I will not touch Rivian at this point. We already have a position in Rivian, but still I will not try to average out my Rivian position. Why? Because Rivian may have a public offering and dilution will happen in next couple of weeks, because it's a low market cap, and running an EV company is a capital intensive business. Company need capital, where the situation with the Tesla is different. So Tesla doesn't need to raise capital at this point. So that's why Tesla is a safer bet compared to Rivian or Lucid and all this or other EVs company. So it's holding tight in this area, which was the previous low, $211, which we called the bottom before. So 211, as long as we are holding above this 217 area, we are good in this. So you can also sell the long put for January 2026 or January 27 and collect the premium, a very high premium, because the premium has built up on the put side. Same thing, we'll go uncovered on Tesla. We will also go uncovered on TSLL, because we want to keep our upside open now, because the market will give us a rally. So let's move forward with the coin. Coin is directly related to the Bitcoin. As the Bitcoin will move, the coin will move along with, because it's an exchange. So we are in the demand area. If you look at what I'm looking at, a little bit of recovery here in the 243 area. If you see this trend line coming from the lower high, so there will be rejection, and there is also a trend line coming from here, this trend line of all the higher high, lower high, lower high. So there is a multiple resistance at this point, and also the Fibonacci point 243.73. So this is very crucial for coin. This is where the price will come back and will have a rejection again. I'm not looking for coin to go above 243 in current run. Same thing, will recovery, pull back, and then continue. The third wave will start when the interest rate is cut. So first we will have a relief rally, then we will have a rejection on the resistance, and then the rate cut, followed by the wave 3 starting into the wave 5, which will be the first point of wave 5 on the daily chart. So the market will pull back from here. Why it will pull back? If you look at wicks and we compare with we'll come back to the coin. Let's look at the wicks. Wicks on the daily chart is in wave 3 right here. If I activate your Elliott wave, look at this. So this is in the Elliott wave point 3, means the wicks will pull back, which will be the relief rally on all the stocks. When the wicks will pull back in wave 4, that will be the relief rally point number 1 in all the stock which I'm talking about, like here. So S&P point number 1, ABC is all completed at 505, 493. We have taken the lowest point. So this rally 1, the wave 1, will be the wave 4 on the wicks, and wave 2 will be the wicks wave number 5, because once the wicks drop to 29.77 area or 25, there will be a point number 5. Again, the wicks will shoot up into 5 before it mark the all-time high. So what will happen? Once the wicks will go in a wave number 5, it means the S&P 500 will drop in wave number 2. So wave 1 and this is where we are looking at, wave number 2 and 3. And once the wicks hit the wave number 5, then there will be further down A, B, and C, and that will become the 3 segment of the Elliott wave 3 in the S&P 500. Am I bullish enough on S&P 500? Yes. For the year end, I'm looking for $741 price target. 741. That's where the next correction will happen. That's where the wave 5 will finish. So today itself, in the month of April 7, I will also tweet today that the next crash will happen at 741. It's not before that. That's where the wave 5 will finish, and we'll see the major correction after 741. Let's go to the hood. So stock is oversold. Very good price to buy here. We are again in wave C. The market will try to find the bottom because the market was in trending upward. So when we look at this head and shoulder pattern, like this leg, left hand shoulder, head, and the right hand shoulder. So this is not necessary. If we are looking at this Elliott wave is pointing to $18, but this will not happen. Why it will not happen? Because we are not looking at a parallel channel and the parallel markets, because the market was trending upward. So what will happen? The right hand shoulder and the right leg will be higher than the previous, this one. So it will form right here in this area. My prediction, my calculation was 30.30. This is what I was looking at, and we have hit the price target in that area, 31. So hood is probably one of the best bet I'm looking here as a home runner trader. So if I compare with the certain stock, for example, Lucid, for example, SoFi, and Rivian, okay, so I will not make my big position. I will not take a big position on Rivian at this point, but yes, hood and SoFi. I will incline to these kind of stock where these business are not capital intensive and they are sitting at a right price. If you look at SoFi, look at this. So the stock was trading at $18. Now it's almost at 50% discount. This stock will go to $24, and it's not going to stop. When we first time bought SoFi at $647, that time we knew that it's going to $24, and we had this long run. We had a home runner. Again, it's a decent price, very nice. But to take an advantage of the market sell-off, instead of buying the share, sell the put for January, sell the put for September 2026, or even longer, because that will be a kind of a free money. The market recovers in a month, 30 days, 40 days, the market will recover. And then all those put that you are selling at this point for September and January will make a nice profit without any kind of investment. So let's jump to the Bitcoin. Let's see how the Bitcoin is doing. I'm still concerned on the Bitcoin because it has a decent pullback, but it's in wave C. So let's see where it will hold. I'll do a little bit of analysis without the Elliott wave and to understand this. So what we are looking here is the price is under the 200 EMA. We are in downtrend, but it's forming a bull flag. This is the pole, and this is the flag on the downward side. Have we hit the bottom on the Bitcoin? Not yet, but there is a trend line. The price is tracing this trend line right here. This point, lower low, lower high, and continue here. So if the Bitcoin need to go up, this is where it need to form the base right here, and it has to give us a recovery. What I'm looking at currently, I'm looking for 82,000. Recovery towards. I already tweeted about the price here. So give me a second. Okay, the price on the Bitcoin I'm looking is 82,538.92. I'm looking for the price to come back to this area right here in the Fibonacci retracement, which is also the 200 EMA. So come back, retest the 200 EMA, and then we'll have an undecided situation here once we come back to 82,000, and then we'll see whether it will have a rejection or a breakout. But 82,000 is imminent. The price will come up. If you look at the RSI, it's oversold. If you look at there's a bull divergence. So there will be a recovery definitely on Bitcoin in an 82 area. I'm not looking for 88. I'm not looking for 90,000, 100,000. It's not in the scenario right now, but 82,000. That's it. 4 to 5% recovery, I think 5-6%. So this is the area that we are looking for, $82,000. Considering the investment in the Bitcoin, I'm holding Bitcoin, I'm holding Dogecoin, I'm also holding Solana quite a lot. I'm not looking to average out Solana at this point. So we need to differentiate the market. Solana is an investment. Dogecoin is for trader, those who want to trade. Dogecoin is not an investment. Bitcoin and Solana is an investment. So I'm holding my Solana currently at loss. My average is about $142 of my entire position. So I'm still like 38-40% down on this, but I'll be holding because we are looking for a long term on Solana. We are not looking to cut this position. Yes, I'm adding more Dogecoin at this point. I started buying at 0.18, 0.19, and I continue buying it. I want to have as much as possible Dogecoin here. Let the Bitcoin keep going down or recovery. It doesn't matter. But Dogecoin will probably have a more return on investment than the Bitcoin itself in the next couple of months. So if you look at Dogecoin, you see this trend line coming down here. If you look at here somewhere, this point, 30 cent. This is the POC line right here coming in. Minimum 30 area is the minimum that anyone can hold for this position. Those who can hold a little longer, you can hold for 0.95 area, and this will go. At this point, people will not be not have that conviction. Oh, the Dogecoin will go to 0.95. It will go because if you look at here, and if I tell you 26th of December, oh, the market will go through 16% correction and it will drop to $512. A lot of people had a bad comment. They were not really willing to listen that, So same thing happens. That's how market trick you. Market tricks you not to believe. A lot of people are now thinking, oh, this is the end of the world. The market has gone down. It will never recover and the economy will crash. World War III will start and so many things. Because this is how market wants you to think that, oh, sell your position because now everything is crashing. But eventually the market will recover. One thing is certain in the market, that those who have been trading long enough and they have trained their psychology, they understand nothing is long lasting in the stock market. If the market is in downtrend, market will change the trend at certain point and make another all-time high. If market is up in upward trend, market will change the trend and make all-time low. It's a fact. Market never go in one direction. If it's going up, it will come back. If it's going downward, it will come back to the upside. That's why there is no point taking loss here at any of the position that you are holding. Continue holding your position. If you are having a margin call or any situation on the account, buy some put to offset the margin call on the account. Buy some put as a protective put. If you have the cash in the account, don't buy the share. No matter how good, how lucrative it looks, don't buy NVIDIA. Don't buy any other stock at this point. What you do, instead sell the put. That will give you another 10 to 15% of leverage. Even if you get the put assigned 2 months, 3 months down the line, what will happen? You will have 10 to 15% break even from current price from today. So this is how you hunt at the bottom. A lot of people in the market try to catch the bottom. Oh, this stock looks good, I will buy at the bottom. Nobody has ever been able to catch the bottom. By chance, it may happen that you buy and suddenly the stock turn around, but there is no mathematics, there is no formula to calculate the bottom. There is no way. Nobody has ever done that, and nobody can ever do that, to buy at the bottom and sell at the top. It's not going to happen. So that's why it's important to open the trade in a range and then have a little bit of leverage, 10 to 15% by selling the put. So you know that, okay, even if the market goes another 5%, 4%, I will still be closer to the bottom. That's how you average out your position. That's how you open a new position. And that's how you position yourself in the market. I'm on S&P 500. I'm really looking for the market to mark the bottom in next 72 hours. That's what I'm looking at. And a rally need to start this week, a relief rally. I'm not looking for a bull market, a relief rally, also known as dead cat bounce. So look at the RSI. The market has to come up. Market has to come up. It's not going to stay here. It's next to impossible. Okay, so that's all for today. Any question you can post in a comment. I will reply all the questions after 10:30 because we'll be trading, day trading. From 9:30 to 10, we'll be watching the 30-minute candle, and from 10 o'clock, we'll be opening some position. We will be looking to short the market. Any trade for day trading will be taking the selling put. Selling put will be the idea for today. And we'll also be monitoring day trading. Yes, so the stock for the day trading is Hood, Coin, Tesla, And we can also look for Dogecoin in the crypto for the day trading. So these are the 4 I'll also be posting in the Discord and on the stock tweet. So if you are day trading, trade coin, trade hood, trade. Do not take a position in Rivian. Do not take, I repeat, do not take a position in Rivian. There will be a public offering soon. If you're holding a position, hold tight and wait for the recovery. That's it for today. Thank you so much. And all the Discord member, I'll see you in the Discord, and we'll start the day trading at 9:30. We have 10 minutes to go. Have a good day, and you can subscribe to our channel. We are live every day at 9 a.m. for the pre-market brief. Thank you.